everybody. I am Kelly Acheson coming to you from Menasha, Wisconsin. I hope you guys are having a fabulous Monday morning. I kicked off the morning with some, some caramelized onions and in my cheesy scrambled eggs. Did you guys have breakfast yet? Oh, delightful. I'm gonna get my iPad set up here. My husband got home from the gym just in time to have breakfast with me. So he usually makes breakfast, but I beat him to it this morning. I see we've got Margaret from Virginia in Illinois. That's funny. I missed one here. Suzanne from Southern Illinois. We've got Karen from Ohio. Bonnie B was in here first, waiting, and Wendy and Debbie from Wisconsin. Bonnie said, I just love Stamp Happy Academy. Thank you. Thank you so much. We love Stamp Happy Academy. Like, it allows us to do so much more for you guys. I always notice that my glasses are crooked, so I try to straighten them out. Do you guys have one ear that's a little bit bigger than the other? Or, like, not bigger, but, you know, jacked up? That's a good way to put it. Who knows how to get, there comes I was trying to get my comments to come across on my phone. So yeah, anyways, I got that ear and it makes my glasses crooked and then I look like this and it just is distracting. So it is Monday, January 9th. This is the second live stamping presentation in the catalog kickoff. I hope you guys are enjoying all the festivities in our Facebook group. Barb, Dina, and I work really hard to make this as fun as we possibly can. Vicki coming to us from Sheridan, Wyoming. Vicki, Dina and I have a special place in our heart for Sheridan. You know, we've gone there several times. We road trip. I road trip down from Wisconsin to Iowa. We pick up Dina. I pick up Dina and we head to Wyoming for our big road trip. We do that at least usually once a year. It's pretty fun. And gosh, could you imagine us on the road? Lots of shenanigans going on there. Courtney wants to know if I got any sleep last night. Courtney, I went to bed last night probably about 2 a.m. Well, this morning, 2 a.m. But guess what? I slept till like almost 9. So it's all relative. All relative. Don't worry, I stay up super, super late and I get to sleep in, right? Because that I think is the one most thing that I love about being self-employed is that I do not have to wake up to alarm clocks unless I'm going hunting or I'm getting on a plane to go someplace tropical. So then I have to get up early to an alarm clock, but most of the time I just get to wake up when I wake up and gosh, I just love that. I'm not an early morning person. I'm a night owl and yeah, I just really hate alarm clocks. Even if I take a nap and I have to set an alarm clock to get up at a certain time because I have something going on, when that alarm goes off, I just hate it. I hate it. That's one of my hate things. Anyways, so I have some fantastic projects for you guys today. We are going to be making, where'd my little notes go? Number 4, 5, and 6 of your make and take packet. Now, Dina was on, I think on Saturday, the 7th. Yep, she was on the 7th. She did number 1, number 2, and number 3 of the cards in your make and take packet. And when you get those packets in the mail, the cards are all in the packet in order. So Dina's card will be card number 1, her card number 2, her card number 3. Then my cards are going to be 4, 5, and 6. Barb's are going to be 7, 8, and 9. You want to take those out of that packet carefully so your pieces don't get all mixed up. That'll give you a much happier experience being able to make your cards with less stress. And we all need a little less stress in our life, right? So I am going to be doing cards number 4, 5, and 6. I wanted to, some of you may not be aware that we do have an ordering incentive. If you put in an order under your demonstrator, you're going to make sure you order under Dina, Barb, or myself, whomever you usually order under. If you order before the 20th and use our host code, you're going to find the ordering links for each of us in the featured tab in the schedule of events on the Facebook group. You're going to get a pack of Milky Dots when your order reaches $75 or more by the 20th. So that's just a nice little gift that we can give to you. Make sure you use that host code. Now, if your order is over $150, don't use that code. You're going to get some rewards from Stampin' Up. We definitely want you to have those. But if your order is under $150, please use that code. It helps us pay for the gifts that we give you. So we really do appreciate that. All right. If you have not ordered the Make and Take packets yet, that information also is in the schedule of events under the featured tab on our Facebook group. So make sure you check that out. The Make and Take packets are $49. If you're on our team, there is a discount. And when you register, at least on my registration form, there's a place where you can say, yes, I am on your team, and then I will automatically give you that discount. But the Make and Take packets not only include the pre-cut cardstock for 9 cards that we're going to be showing you in live videos, but also over $30 in Stampin' Up! Product, and I'm going to show you that today as we're making our cards. So that's going to be super exciting. I see that we have Kansas and Philadelphia, New Hampshire, all kinds of places coming in. We've got Missouri resident wintering in Florida, Nancy. I'm leaving for Florida on Monday, which is my husband's birthday. So I hope we have good weather going down, but I was just looking at the weather forecast for Sarasota, and next week, early next week, over the weekend, it's going to be in the mid 70s. I'm so excited. So I am packing up all my stuff. Not all of it, obviously, because we don't have a moving truck, but I'm packing up my stamping stuff and I'm heading to Florida. I will be working. So please don't hesitate to contact me if you need something. My husband's going to be doing a lot of golf. So I just feel very fortunate and blessed that we are able to do this. And I love that I can take this on the road. So Trish said she's so glad she ordered the Make and Take packet. I am too, Trish. I saw that come through. Please make sure that you order the Make and Take packet from your demonstrator, Barb, Dina, or I. The links are all there. So who's ready to stamp? I'm ready. Okay, I am going to flip my camera around. You guys let me know if we have any problems. Now, I want to tell you, the last time I did a Stamp Happy Live, we got shut down on YouTube and we had to come back on a different link. So these videos are private. And if something happens to this video that it gets stopped, I will immediately take my backup link to YouTube and I will put it on the Facebook group in a post. I probably won't have time to add it to the schedule of events, but just go through the timeline, refresh your screen, go through the timeline. I will put the link in the Facebook group under the kickoff if we get disconnected here, because I don't know why, but it's been happening every once in a while. YouTube is usually a much more stable platform than Facebook Live, so that's why we've all switched to it. Okay, I'm ready to flip. Hang tight. Close your eyes if you get motion sickness. I don't want anybody throwing up before we start stamping. I don't want anybody throwing up while we're stamping or after we're stamping either. Just gonna say that. There is no throwing up in stamping. Okay, I think I've got myself straight here. Everybody can see. We are good. I'm gonna switch my glasses now. So annoying that I have to have all these different glasses to be able to see things. I've got all my basic supplies out here. I'm fancy now. I have 2 pairs of snips. I have grown up. That's how I feel. I'm a big girl now. I have my old ones, which I use for paper cutting. They're still super sharp for that. But when they start to get old or dull, they don't cut that ribbon very good. So now I've got a brand new pair and I tied a beautiful gold ribbon on it so I can remember these are my ribbon scissors. And as long as I don't get lazy, we're going to keep it this way. If I get lazy, then I'll just start using everything for everything and we'll be back to, you know how it goes. All right, I am going to be using the Friendly Gnomes stamp set and the Friendly, or the Gnomes dies. I've got a super cute card for you. We are also going to be using, let me grab the Day at the Farm 12 by 12 designer series paper, just in case you haven't seen this yet. This paper is adorable. Now, it's got lots of different patterns. We've got, you know, the farm scenes on one side and beautiful patterns on the opposite side. Let's see if I can get my paper to turn for me. I love the cherry cobbler. The random patterns make this very, very versatile. I think that, oh, we got this one and then this one. So I decided to use the Day at the Farm. This is a free celebration selection. I decided to use that for my first project here. And we're also going to be using, hang on, I gotta check something out here. Where did my, I don't want to give you guys bad information. You are going to get a quarter pack of Day at the Farm in your make and take packet. So you will, and you'll have lots left over to do other things with. I'm going to be using this fabulous 3 twine combo pack. This comes in Coastal Cabana, Pumpkin Pie, and Garden Green. I love Baker's Twine, just love it, right? And this is in your make and take packet. Let's see, what else are we using? I'm going to be using these beauties. These are the iridescent pastel gems. These are in your make and take packet, right? So all the goodies here. Let me get my card out and all my layers and we can get started. Hang on, I got all this stuff going on here. Oh, things are falling. Story of my life. That always happens to me. Let's get all of these pieces out and all the goodies. Now, when you get your make and take packet, you are going to have the cardstock layers. Any die cuts that are not included in the products that we said we'd be using, the bundles we said we'd be using for this class, the kickoff, will be in your make and take packet also. So I have a square stitched shape, and this is the 2 3/8 inch. It's about 2 3/8 inch square. These are the stitch shapes. So this will be provided in your make and take packet. I've got a scrap of white. All of your scraps are going to be in the front of the packet. At least that's the way I pack mine. And then we've got a 3/4 by 2 1/2 inch piece of Daffodil Delight. I've got a white thick, basic white thick cardstock base that is 5 1/2 by 8 1/2. I score it at 4 1/4. And then you are going to get some of the Day at the Farm designer series paper. So you're going to take your paper pack and find the pattern you like, or this one. And you're going to cut this 4 by 5 1/4. You're going to cut another little piece. This is 3/4 by 5 1/4. And let's see, there should be one more piece in here and I do not see it, so we're gonna have to cut it. You're also going to take the striped paper. Let me get my paper trimmer out here, and we're gonna cut that 3 by 3. Did I drop it on the floor? Lots of times they end up on the floor and I can't find them and then I find them later. So yeah, 3 by 3 on the striped yellow paper. Okay, so we are ready to rock with this card. I'm just reading. Trish says she loves the gnomes. I know, right? Hi, Terry. I'm so happy to see you in here. And Janina's saying good afternoon. It is still morning here, but I will good afternoon to you. I've already scored this at 4 1/4. You do want to score the thick white cardstock because it's a little thicker than regular cardstock. So I've got that done. I'm going to grab a paper piercing mat. I use these to stamp on. This is my surface to keep my table clean. It also gives you that little bit of cushion that you need to stamp good images, especially with our bigger photopolymer stamps. If you ever have a big one and it doesn't stamp good, you're stamping on a hard surface, bring in a piercing mat and that will help. I wrap mine with printer weight paper and I just tape it on here so I can take this off and change it all the time. Okay. We are going to, first of all, we're going to take this particular strip and we are going to grab, I like to use liquid glue. It gives you a little bit of wiggle room and I like that. And it goes a long way. So we're going to take our little strip of On the Farm. Oh, look, that's dirty. Oh, I don't like that. I got something on that. Hang on. Can't have that. That is not going to work for me. So we're going to we're going to start over. Sorry, I'm really picky like that. I wouldn't want to send you a card that has smudges all over it, although sometimes it does happen, right? Stampers are forgiving people. They understand that every once in a while, you know, when you get that card done and you go to do one last thing to it and you like make an edge or drop your stamp on it. Ugh, get ink on your finger. I hate that. Okay, we're ready to roll again. So I'm going to take this little strip. I'm going to add just a little bit more glue to it because it dries pretty fast. We're going to put that right on the inside. Now you guys know that I like to decorate the insides of my cards. I firmly believe that when you open a card, the party should not be over. It should continue on to the inside. Okay, we're going to take this and we're going to put this on the front. I love this pattern on the back. Can you see scrapbooking with this paper too? Like we took the grandkids to Little Farmer, which is like a farmer with a bunch of, it's a farm with a bunch of baby animals. And the kids just loved it. There's kittens and goats and baby cows and baby horses and all the things. This would make an adorable scrapbook page for sure. Or you could just put the farm thing in the background and put a picture of whomever at the farm and frame it in a picture. That would be super cute too. Next, I'm going to take this 3x3 square. Look at those vegetables. Eat your vegetables. And I'm just going to put this on here at an angle, just like that. Okay, we have a little bit of stamping to do here. Whoops. And I'm going to grab my Memento ink. Let me get that out. Here it comes. Oh, I'm also using a bunch of blends, which I will tell you what the colors are in just a second. I forgot about that. I didn't get my bin emptied out. See? Look at that. And now I have it all over my fingernails. I thought I was going to get my nails done today, but I'm not. I'm going tomorrow. Today I have to get my hair trimmed. It's just I hate doing all that stuff. Do you guys like to go get your hair and nails done? Or, you know, to the salon for anything? I'm one of those weirdos. I hate it. I absolutely hate it. I love my hair girl. I love her. She's super fun. We always have a good chat. But I hate the time it takes, and I hate sitting there waiting. And, I know. I'm just hating all over the place. Okay, I'm going to stand up. So I've got my Spring is Everywhere. I love that one. Okay, this little gnome has those cute little flowers in it, and I chose this guy because there's little flowers in the pattern of the paper. So I thought that would look pretty good, right? And then I'm going to grab the flowers from the Friendly Gnome set, and I'm going to stamp that right over here on my stitched square. Okay, then we've got a little bit of coloring to do. Let's set this aside. And no naked. Chrissy says no naked insides. That's right, Chrissy. All right, here's what I've got. I have Balmy Blue Stampin' Blend markers. I've got the dark Daffodil Delight. I've got the dark Crumb Cake, the bronze. I love the bronze and the ivory. I think these still come together in a pack. I love these two colors. And then I've got Garden Green in a marker. And I chose a marker for this because we're going to color in the little stems and leaves on these flowers. And this has a finer tip on it that just makes it easier to use. So first thing I'm going to do is come in with my dark Balmy Blue. And I chose that color because it matches the designer paper I'm using. And I just like to go around the edges with the dark, and I kind of follow the lines that Stampin' Up! Has provided for me. The artists at Stampin' Up! Are fantastic. They know what they're doing. Most of the time, I feel like I do not know what I'm doing, but I figure if I do what they did, I'm going to be in good shape. And most of the time, that is the case. Most of the time. So I'm just going to follow this around. And now I'm going to come in with that dark one. And again, I'm just going to hit these hash marks that our artist made. And that's going to make for a super cute little hat. Now I'm going to bring in my light balmy blue. And I'm going to come in. Yeah, this is light. I'm like, is that light? It looks a little darker. I'm going to come in and use the small end in the smaller areas. And now I'm going to come in with the bigger end and just get this blended in here. And I want to keep coloring until I don't see those little scribble marks. And then you instead have all this beautiful shading that makes me look like a coloring artist. And it just gives that hat that little bit of highlight. I know it's probably hard to see in the camera, but trust me, it's there. Now I'm going to come in with my ivory. Sue doesn't like going to the salon either. I hate it. Like, it's such a waste of time, right? But it's a necessary little evil. And like I said, I love my hairstylist. She's wonderful. We have the best chats. She's a friend of a friend, and my friend too. She comes over to her house in the summer every once in a while. Now, there's not really any face on our little gnome guy. Like, there's no place where his little face ends. So you just do what you want to do there. That's what I did. That's how I handled it. I'm going to also color in his little hands that look like mittens. Maybe they are, but I'm making them skin toned. Because it's my card, I can do whatever I want, right? I love that. Next, I'm going to come in with my bronze. And I'm going to color his little boots. Speaking of boots, my grandchildren, Dawson and Val, are at daycare today. And their daycare lady is my good friend, one of my assistants, Brooke. And she Snapchatted me this morning a picture of Val at the playground, and the playground is right out my window, like it's 3 houses down, and I can look out my window over here and see them at the park. And oh my gosh, I so wanted to go down there and play, but guess what? I know if I did that, she would want to come home with me, and I can't have that today. I've got so much work to do. So it was cute to be able to see them though. I am using the dark crumb cake right now to color the jacket. Okay, and then there's a tiny little bit of the jacket hanging open here. At least that's what I interpret this to be. So I'm gonna come down in here, color a little bit of that. Now, all we have left is those cute flowers. And I decided to make mine yellow so they would pop with our striped yellow square. And I'm going to leave the centers white, which, I don't know, might be a little odd, but like I said before, this is my card. I can do it any way I want. I think this would be pretty too if you used different pattern of paper out of that pack to make them all different colors, maybe. That would be really cute too, but this is what I did. Isn't that just the sweetest little thing? Oh, and then we need to do this. I'm going to do the same thing over here with my flowers. I was trying to decide which cards I have made that I would like to share with you for the next Make and Take. Now, the next Make and Take, actually, Barb will be live on the 10th, tomorrow at 11 a.m. Central. She'll be live for the Make and Takes number 7, 8, and 9. Then after that, Dina, Barb, and I each do a Make and Take live class. And those are just additional ideas with anything celebration or mini catalogs. So we just are sharing some other ideas to help you with your get your creative juices flowing. This is the Garden Green marker. And I just kind of like to draw on those stems, give them just a little bit of color. Flower stems aren't black, you know. But again, my card, I can make them any color I want. Being kind of sassy this morning, aren't I? See, that's because I got a lot of sleep. And I had a good breakfast. My mom was so mad when she came for Christmas. My sister has chickens. And my mom completely forgot to bring me fresh eggs, which fresh eggs are just the best. So I'm eating crappy old store-bought eggs. They barely have yellow yolks. Ugh. It's better than nothing, right? It's better than a bowl of cereal, which I don't have any problem with either. Okay, look at that. Just a little bit more on that stem. Let's do just a little bit more right there. Now my stems are green. I love them. We have everything happening there. Oops, let's not lose that. I'm going to bring in my little boho machine, you guys. This machine is the cutest thing ever. And I'm looking for my other plates. I don't know what I did with them. Oh, here they are. This little boho blue machine, first of all, is a sneak peek at one of our upcoming in colors. So that's exciting. I like this color a lot. It comes with all the plates for you to be successful with our skinny embossing folders, the narrow ones, and also our dies. So you get this when you join as a team member, and make sure you think about that. If you're not on a team, you can be a discount shopper. The majority of our teams are discount shoppers. We love discount shoppers, so don't ever think that, oh, well, I would just do it for the discount, and I don't want to, you know, be a pain or anything like that. No, no, no. But make sure that you consider this joining with your demonstrator, Barb, Dino, or I, because you can get this boho machine for free. There's 3 different options for celebration this year. And look at how cute it is. So cute. And it sits right on my desk. I'm definitely taking it with me to Florida. I set up right on the kitchen table of our condo, and all my supplies go right behind me and then out on the patio. So I make it work for our stay. It works great. Okay, here comes our little gnome. This is just temporary tape. You can use washi tape. Look at how cute he is. So stinking cute. Bonnie says she really likes the boho blue small die cutting machine. I do too. I'm very, very happy with it. Look at my Apple Watch grabbed that die. Yeah, I've lost earrings like that. Thank goodness it has good magnetic ability, or whatever you call it, because they don't usually fall off. They like stick on there, and then you'll find them when you're like, you know, randomly going to the store or something. That's fun. Ever wonder where your jewelry goes if you have an Apple Watch? That's where. So there's lots of little dies in here. This die set was a carryover from the holiday catalog. So lots of little mushrooms and little grassy things in here. You got a nose die, and then the beard and all the things. It's really super cute. This is available as an add-on. All of the bundles are available as add-ons to the Make and Take packets if you don't have them. And the prices that we show do have tax and shipping in them. So I've had people message me and say, well, how much is the tax and shipping? Nope, it's all included. Okay, we're going to get this ready. We are going to put our little guy right on this square. Just like this. Super cute. Let's bring our card in here. And now what I do is I take this and I center it right on my card. So I've done the striped one at a diagonal. And now I'm looking at the top, the bottom, the top, the left, and the right to get this on here just straight on the card. That's what I want. Isn't that super cute? I love that look. Now we're going to take this end with our old snips and we're going to flag that end. Again, this was our 3/4 inch by 2.5 inch piece of Daffodil Delight. When you order the Make and Take packet, you will get a PDF file with all of the Make and Take pictures and links to the videos in that, so you can have an easy time. Or yeah, I'm pretty sure that's what we do, is we email it out. And now I'm going to take some dimensionals and pop this up just a little bit. I like to use my Take Your Pick tool for just about everything. Like I use it with mini glue dots, I use it with dimensionals, I use it with embellishments. Now I'm gonna bring this in and set it right down here at the edge of my designer paper. Love it. And now we're going to bring in the fabulous iridescent pastel gems. Now, little tip I got from one of my team members, Priscilla, she said just cut a slit in the side and you don't have to keep opening up the sticky tab and pulling these in and out. You can just pull them in and out and it keeps them safe in here. I thought that was pretty genius. We're going to take your pick tool and grab some of these. I'm going to add one right here and a small one right by it. And then I'll grab maybe another big one. And nope, I want a small one. Changed my mind. And I'm going to put that right there. Is that not stinking? Ah, look, Courtney, freaking adorable. I know. Yeah, exactly. And there's our little bit of design on the inside. It leaves you lots of room to write a nice note. This is a perfect card to make and send to somebody who may just need a little bit of sunshine in their life. Like just dropping a note to check in on you, see how you're doing. I hope this card brings you a smile today. Boom. It's a good reason to send a card. Now, you have all this paper. So I am going to, look at that cute farm scene on there. I am going to use a 2.5 by 6-inch piece of my designer paper and make a matching envelope. Envelopes are not in the Make and Take packet. We just didn't add them into the price. We try to keep that price down low, but I know as stampers, you guys have envelopes. So grab one of your envelopes and make it pretty. When somebody opens up their mailbox and they see this beautiful envelope flap in there, they're going to be like, it's already going to create happiness. Like, oh, look, something other than a stupid bill, right? Or garbage mail, junk mail. There we go. Yay! I love it. So this is your Make and Take number 4. Let's keep going here. Whoops, let me get that over there. Keep moving along. I'll get these back out here. Oh, I got things tipping over on my desk because I had too much stuff on here. Story of my life, you guys. Bin number 2, or actually, it is card number 5. Here it comes. It's right there. I got my little dimensions so I can share them with you. All right. Put all of these back so I can keep track of what I used. I think we're good to go. Oh, our next card. Oh, so pretty. We are going to be using soft suede and soft succulent, 2 softies, for our ink pads. I've got a little bit of our Seal Plus. I've got the soft suede Stampin' Blend markers. Lost my train of thought there. And we are going to be using the Two-Tone Flora stamp set and the Something Fancy bundle. So the Something Fancy bundle is an add-on on your Make and Take kit. You may already have it, but we're going to be using the labels and the words from the Something Fancy. And then I'm going to be using nothing from this. Sorry. You'll love it. Don't worry. I thought we were using the leaves in there, but we're not. Okay, here we go. That's all of our bits and pieces. Okie dokie. Soft suede is our card base. It's 8.5 by 5.5. Trish says she keeps finding packs of envelopes after organizing. Yeah, right? I know. I do stuff like that too. It's like, oh, look at all of these. I found a bunch of those. I found like 4 packs, not a bunch, but 4 packs of the gold swirls that were from the, I don't know, that promotion with the, yeah, whatever. Anyways, I found some packs of embellishments. I don't remember what it's called. Of course I don't. Okay, we are going to do some cutting, some cutting, and some die cutting. So we've got our soft suede here. I am going to pull in my paper trimmer. Let me get that extra piece of white thick cardstock off of there that we didn't use. And now we're going to take this and we folded it and burnished that edge good. We're going to cut this just like this. And I love this style of card. So you're going to put the top score line and the bottom point in your channel and cut it right off. Just like that. Do not be afraid. And then we need to grab some of our, didn't I cut some of that cardstock? I guess maybe I didn't. We're going to grab our Fancy Flora Designer Series paper. Now you are going to be getting a half a pack of this. So lots and lots of options here. Such beautiful, beautiful paper. Right now, I'm looking, this is what I'm looking for. I'm looking for this particular pattern right here. Oh, so pretty. So we're going to take this and I'm going to turn it this way and we are going to cut it at 4 by 5 1/4. Just like this. Okay. Don't lose these pieces. Of course, you're not going to want to throw these away, right? And put those right back in there. Maybe. Okay, now once we have this done, take a look at your card. We are going to cut the same way that we did on here from the top to the bottom, diagonally. Make sure you hold on to it, don't let it move. And now we have these two pieces. Get this out of the way. Okay, we are going to take this one and we're going to turn it over and glue this together. Okay, so let me show you this again because this confused me a little bit. Here's the one we cut off and here's the one that we cut, okay? But we want to see this side on here and the other side on here. So we're going to take this and turn it over. And we're going to put this right here. Okay, so we're seeing both sides of the paper, which I think is really cool. We can go right ahead and glue this on. Does it pain you guys to put glue on a side that is so incredibly beautiful? This is a really unique combination of colors for flowers, right? But it works. I think it's gorgeous. And did you guys know that Stampin' Up! The artists at Stampin' Up! Actually sat down with paint and made canvases, painted these, and then took pictures of them and turned them into paper. That's how they do this. So this is original artwork, absolutely beautiful. I've watched videos of them doing that before, and it's so cool how they bring that paper or that painting to life on paper and then reproduce it millions of times, you know? It's you never really think about the behind the scenes of how this stuff all happens, but it's pretty neat. Isn't that pretty already? Okay, we are going to, did I do this right? Let me think about this. I didn't. Oh, hang on. Oh, yes, I did. I'm like, yes, I did. I know I did. Okay, this goes right in here. So what I like to do is hold this in here like this, get it all even and lined up, open this up, and then you have to kind of see where am I going to put glue. I'm kind of putting my finger right there where the glue needs to end. So I'm going to come right up here with my glue, head right over here, and then go down. Okay, and again, I'm using liquid glue, so we've got some wiggle room on this. Make sure it's right up there at the top. Everything's good. Yeah, Joanne says, Stampin' Up! Has some amazing talents. They do. They do. Package, not pig. What did you say, Vicki? I cut the sticky part off the flap of the Bling Pigs package. And she leaves a fold on top. That works too, right? So look at how fun this is. This is just the easiest little fun fold ever. Now what I'm going to do is we're going to do a little bit of stamping. I'm going to bring in my soft succulent. Now I'm going to make this into a birthday, or a wedding card. You can of course make it into any kind of card you'd like, but I am going to take Nothing fancy, just love. And I love that saying. I just think it's very precise. Nothing fancy, just love. That was with the soft suede ink. And now I'm going to come in with this leaf image, which, oh, it is part of the two-tone floor, you guys. Good grief. That's what I'm using right there. I'm like, why did I have that in my bucket? Wake up, Kelly. Maybe I didn't get enough sleep. No, I feel pretty perky. And I'm going to stamp that leaf right here, and then I'm going to bring it up and turn it a little bit so we kind of have a little bit of a jungly theme coming down in here. And we're going to add, whoops, look at my hair right there. Apparently it didn't want to get cut off today. And I'm going to turn this upside down and add my white layer. Okay, don't worry about this because we're going to cover it up with some labels. All right, I have a white scrap. You guys are going to get probably one big white scrap, so you're going to be using it for all of the things you're going to need to do here. But I'm going to stamp my here's to beautiful beginnings and happily ever afters, right? What a great saying. And then nothing fancy, just love. I love this. And then... hang on. I know I have more pieces here someplace. We're going to grab our dies, and I'm going to use the two larger ones from this set of labels. We'll put this one back. And I'm also going to use this little element. We're going to do some little fancy things. Okay. So we have this bigger one is going to die cut this soft suede layer. You'll have a scrap in your make and take packet. This smaller one of the two is going to die cut this. So let's get these out of the way. And then we have soft succulent and evening evergreen, and we're going to die cut this on both of those. So let me bring in my little machine again. I'm going to grab that temporary tape. I'm going to tape this on here. I want to make sure that I get this straight. Now, I'm going to leave a little bit more space at the top of my label rather than centering it from top to bottom. I'm going to leave a little bit more space because we're going to put that little flower thing up there. Whoops. There we go. And I could run one of these through here if it'll fit. I'll just wait. I could have positioned that better to run them both through at the same time, but I kind of forgot. Here we go. My husband is taking my Explorer into the shop this morning because... gasp, are you ready for this horrible situation? The passenger's heated seat doesn't work. Like, what a spoiled brat am I? I told him last week, I said, this heated seat over here doesn't work, and it's one of the reasons why I have this vehicle, and I need it to work, and I don't care what you have to do to make that happen. And he's like looking at me like I've lost my mind. Like, geez, really? But yeah, I told him that. And so he said, I'll take it in. He looked at the fuses, can't figure it out. So he took it into the shop and he said, if they say we need a new seat, you can forget it. And I said, well, if they say we need a new seat, I will be paying them a visit because that would be outrageous. You know, like, what does a new seat cost in a vehicle? $2,000? My heated butt is not worth that. It's worth a lot, but not that. He laughed and laughed. He's like, wow, you little diva. I'm like, I know, I meant it to sound like that. Okay, so here's our cute little flowers. Yeah, and for those of you that know me, you know that I'm really not a diva. But I do want my heated seat. Like, I won't buy a vehicle without a heated seat again, I'll tell you. We live in Wisconsin, and that is so nice. Okay, We're going to die cut this on here. And I already did that. So we've got all of our die cutting done. And, you know, a girl just has standards. That's one of mine. Let's put these away so we don't lose them. I'll fix them all in here later, but we're going to get those, whoops, back in here. I hate it when I lose a die. Okay, so we've got those cute little flowers. We've got our labels here. Oh, you know what I forgot to do? Dang it. We're using the pool party ribbon. This comes with your make and take packet. And we need, how much did I say? Oh, 10 inches. So let's get that out. Should do this first. And I had it even written on my notes. Dye the ribbon first. Did I? No, I did not. I'm gonna 10 inches, my ribbon scissors. And we are going to take our dark, soft, succulent Stampin' Blend marker, or however you dye ribbon, and I am going to color this. Then we're going to set it aside to dry while we do the rest of the things. That's why I like to do it first. Oh, don't color on your little flower deals. Get this out of the way. I love that you can like take a light colored ribbon, right, and make it any color you need it, as long as the color is darker than the light color. But I just think this is so pretty. Now, this will lighten up as it dries. It tends to. Okay, we're going to take this label. We're going to add it right to our soft suede label. Yep, that looks good. And then, where's my take your pick tool? We're going to clean off the end here so we have some good area to leave some little dots. And I'm going to take the soft suede tulip and I'm going to put it right there in my little dot of glue. And then I'm going to do another little tiny dot of glue. Have control over your glue, you guys. And I'm going to put this right in here. I like to hold it down just a little bit. And then I'm going to grab this one. And let's see. Oops, I've got it upside down. I've got a little bit of glue on my fingers now. That always causes problems, right? Go just like that. See, I got just a tiny bit of glue there. Got it out. Look at how cute that is. Does everybody love that? See, Sue says she wouldn't give up her heated seats for anything. It's cold in New Hampshire too, right? I'm with you. I just, gosh, once you have all those amazing things, you are a spoiled brat. And that's exactly how I feel, but it's like, nope. I am not going to concede to that. Now, I'm going to take my Seal Plus. I'm going to put it on the back of the left side here, okay? And I want to keep it over to the left side because I don't want it to show when my card is open. So I'm going to do Seal, just like that. And now we're going to zigzag this ribbon back and forth. So I'm going to put it at a little, tiny little bit of an angle. Do this, 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 and then I'm going to see how that looks. Do I like that? Does that look good from the front? If it doesn't, pull it up and redo it, but I think it does. So I think I'm going to go this way. Ooh, look how nice those snip right off of there. So pretty, right? And then the next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to go in here and right over here where we put our seal, I'm going to put 3 dimensionals right down the edge. I'm going to have to get out some more dimensionals. I need to add these. I got a running list going on what I need to take with me. And I need to put dimensionals on that list because they're in a drawer that I don't go in very often. Because dimensionals last forever, right? Where did our card go? Right here. Here comes our card. Okay. We're going to take this, and all I'm looking at is to center this on my card from top to bottom and left to right. If you did those dimensionals where I told you, they're going to be in the right spot. You don't need to worry about them. See how we don't see that seal back here on this side? Not necessary. Look how great that is. And if you wanted to, you could die cut another one of these soft suede labels and put it on the back to clean that up a little bit, but I didn't see it as a big issue. What do you guys think about this card? Let's get some embellishments on there. Hang on. We'll pull some of these out of here. And I'm going to do just one up here and then a smaller one by it, just like that. Then I'm going to take another big one. And I'm just going to maybe pop it right down. Oops, let's move it into more white territory. There we go. Okay. Isn't that pretty? Now, of course, I already did a matching envelope. So now we have this beautiful card. It's a fun fold, super easy. This will really wow your friends and family, right? Because it's like, whoa, how did you do that? Yeah, I'm just that good. I love that. Okay, we are ready for our make and take number 6. This was number 5. I'll bring all these back out here so you can see all of them. If you happen to come in late, don't worry. I'll bring them all back out for you. Here we go. Everything back in here. Set this over here with the other one. And let's just do all that. Keep this clean. That's hard when you're stamping, right? And then our next one, oh yes, oh yes. I'm like, what is my next one? It's beautiful. You're going to love it. Okay. Here it comes. Let's see. Get all this out of here. Now, there's not much that I have to give you here for dimensions because it's pretty straightforward. We are going to be using the die cut adapter on the end of your take your pick tool. And I have 2 of them. So I just leave this in a paper pumpkin box. Mine is turned inside out. And people always ask me, why is it inside out? Because I had a lot of paper pumpkin boxes in my office and I didn't want all of this to get lost in amongst those. So I wouldn't know which one had my die adapter in it, my brush adapter. So that's why I turned it inside out. No other reason than that. I've got my silicone mat. We're going to use that for gluing purposes. I've got Tahitian Tide and Starry Sky ink. And then we're going to be using the Something Fancy. We are going to be using the Something Fancy dies. And the two-tone Flora with the two-tone Flora dies. So 2 bundles, 1 great card. Ouch, dang it. Every once in a while, I've got carpal tunnel. And when I extend my arm, it zings me from here to here. Boom! And it's like, oh, it hurts so bad. Yeah, it's fun. Fun stuff. And it just started like a week ago. And I don't understand. And I'm annoyed, like you can't even believe. I have no time. I have no time for that. Okay, we are going to be using a basic white thick card base. And this is 5.5 by 8.5. And we're going to fold this on that score line at 4 1/4. I see that I didn't do a very good job scoring that straight, so I'm going to force it a little bit to be where it needs to be. And that always works for me unless it's really jacked up. Then I have cut one of the labels. Let's get these straightened out, right? Because it's like, Kelly, I don't even know what's going on here. This one goes here. This one goes here. This one goes back here. Come on, you little devil. This one goes here. And this one goes here. Okay, so we are using the biggest one from this top set. Okay, that's the one we're going to use. And I've already die cut that out of my basic white scrap. Then you're going to get 2 pieces of 5 1/4 No. 4 1/4 by 5 1/2. So this is a quarter sheet, 2 pieces of Starry Sky. And then you're going to take, let me grab this other Designer Series paper. This is also going to be in your make and take kit. You're going to get 24 6x6 sheets of this. So I grabbed, look at all these patterns, you guys. This is the host paper called Flowers and More. And you only get this when you have Stampin' Rewards. So I grabbed this particular pattern. And this is 4 by 5 1/4. And this one is 1 by something. 1 by 4. Yep, 1 by 4. Okay. So what we're going to do here, I'm going to stamp the inside of our card first. And if I mess it up, we can start over. I always like to do that just so you don't do a bunch of work and then have to start over anyways. This little piece is going to go right in here. So I'm going to kind of just lay that there until I get my happy birthday sentiment with the Starry Sky stamped straight. Oh, that looks great. Whew. And then I am going to take the little flower. Now this little flower is this one right here from the Two-Tone Flora. And we're going to stamp that in the Tahitian Tide, but I am going to stamp that off lightly. Don't push it real hard because photopolymer is, you know, it's not the best for stamping off. Red rubber stamps off better. And then I'm going to grab the 2-step part of that, and I'm going to use that full strength on this little flower right here. Let's see if I can get this in here where it needs to be. Oh, perfect. You would think I've done this a time or two. So this is going to be the inside of our card. We can now glue this piece down. If I had messed this up, I would have turned my card the other way and we're going to cover the front. So that's a good way to save a card if you get this crooked or you don't stamp it all the way or whatever the case may be. I always love that option because I do it frequently, right? Not get that whole word stamped and then you're like, ugh. I like the sound effects there. Ugh. Yeah. Is the host paper included in your packet? Yes, you are going to get 24 sheets of 6x6 host paper in your make and take packet, Debbie. Yay! Right? Okay. Next, we're going to take our label. And we are going to use this great big greeting from the Something Fancy that says, I didn't forget your birthday. I'm just stretching out the celebration. So I don't know about you guys, but most of the birthday cards that I send out to my friends and family are late. Is that incredibly crazy? Yeah, because it's not like I don't have a whole bunch of them here to select from. But just like anybody else who sends out late cards, life gets busy, right? I use the Starry Sky, and now I'm going to come in with that background flower again, and I'm going to stamp off lightly. And I'm just going to bring in some of that flower onto my label. And I'm stamping it off because I don't want it to cover up and take away from my words. And by stamping off, you get that super light. It's just a pretty decoration on your label, but you can still read everything. Okay. We're also going to take, I think we're done. Hang on. I got things falling here. I think we're done with our ink. We'll close that up. I don't have any accidents. We need to take some of this ribbon, and I'm going to say this much. I don't know how much that is, but let's see. We cut it that way. We're going to keep it going the same way there. And, gosh, I should have, oh, I forgot. There was a Stampin' Blend hiding. This is the Dark Starry Sky Stampin' Blend marker. We are going to color this piece that's just a little bit longer than this label. I'll measure it for you. And again, you get this ribbon in your make and take packet. Yay. Gosh, so many things, right? I'm telling you, make and take packet is so much fun. Okay, so now we've turned our pool party ribbon Starry Sky. Isn't that pretty? Yeah, we're going to just set that down. We're going to do a few things now. Okay, your 2 pieces of Starry Sky. we are going to, let me put this away before I lose anything in here. Da-da-da. We're going to take our two-tone floor dies, and we're going to grab this little beast, right? And we're going to put this right on one of these. Oh, I wonder why I have two in there. You're not going to have two. You're only going to have one. I'm sorry. I put my extra piece in there, and I don't know why. But you're going to have one, okay? So you're going to take this, and we're going to run it through our big die cutting machine. Now, when you run this through, it's oftentimes, I don't like to run these big dies through straight. I like to tilt them a little bit, but watch your corners so they're within your plates, right? I don't like to run it through like this. I like to run it through so it's catching a corner first. And I will run it through a couple times. I will turn it over to make sure that everything looks cut. If it's not, I will take it and turn it around and run it through again, okay? This is very, very detailed. And so you want to make sure before you take this off of here that everything is cut. So once you get that done, you're going to also use your die cut brush. You're going to put your piece right in here, leave your die on there. You can be very, very aggressive if you have that die still on here, and almost all the pieces will fall right out. You can see them right there, okay? I've already done this. So here's our piece. Now, we need to trim this up a little bit. This was a whole quarter sheet of cardstock. I didn't cut it down to be like a 4 by 5 1/4. This is 4 1/4 by 5 1/2. I did that on purpose so you would have some wiggle room here in case your die got a little crooked or whatever. But we are going to take, first of all, where's my scissors? We are going to take our scissors and we're going to trim this. And first of all, I'm going to trim this edge off so that it's pretty close to where my flower starts. So I'm just going to put this in here, and I've taken off that big piece and I've left this right here, okay? And if you have a bigger area over here, you can do the same thing over here, but we don't need to do that part right now. We're going to take this and we're going to cut it apart, and you decide where you're going to cut. But I started cutting right here, and I kind of came in and angled it a little bit so it looks like it's totally natural. You don't want to leave any notches on there that look goofy. We're just going to come in here and we're going to cut this apart. Now you could certainly use it on the front of your card whole like this. It is beautiful. I just wanted to show you a different option with this because I think this is pretty cool. And it's not something that everybody would think of. A lot of you would, but not everybody. So, and again, I'm just kind of rounding these out so they don't look all jagged like I took a die and chopped it apart, right? You want it to flow really nicely. I think I'm going to leave this flower on there too. So I'm going to come up in here. Now I can leave a little knob there because there's little knobs right here. That looks totally natural. You guys know what I mean, right? And then I'm going to come right over in here and end just like that. What do you guys think? Isn't that pretty? So now you can use this for something else. We're not going to use that on this card. But what I'm going to do now is I'm going to kind of do a dry fit here. And I see that this is a little wide, but I'm not going to worry about that until I get it on this layer, and then I can turn it over and trim it from the back. So we're going to grab whatever you would use. You can use a sponge, whoops. You can use a sponge, you can use a sponge dauber, whatever you would use for your glue. I am going to add glue to the back of this with my silicone mat. And I just take some glue and I'm gonna squeeze it out here. And now I'm going to come in. I'm going to kind of tap off my glue. I don't want big globs of glue on here. That's just going to make a mess. And I'm going to come in here and add some glue to the back of this die. Now, if you wanted to, you could use adhesive sheets for this if you have any. Those work good too, right? Don't let this move because as you're doing this, you're getting glue on that silicone mat in between where the spaces are, and you don't want You don't want to then set the front of this down in that, because then you'll get glue all over the front. So this is how I do the intricate dies. The silicone mat is fabulous. You let this dry and you can just rub that glue off. And now I'm going to bring this in here. And I am going to glue this down. I'm going to turn it over right away, see what I got going on here, to see if I need to move anything. It all looks pretty decent. Push it down. Isn't this pretty? Ah! Yeah, I love this. Okay, now I'm going to turn it over. And we're going to do a little trimming from the back. If you need to, you may not need to, depending on how you cut that piece when we put it in our paper trimmer. But I like using the edge of my paper, which I know is, you know, completely 4 inches wide. I love using the edge of my paper as a guide to be able to trim this off. Boom. Look at that. So pretty, right? Okay, we are going to take this and put it right on the front of our card base. Just like this. Isn't this stunning? I love this color combination. Thank you, Courtney. And then we're going to grab our label and our ribbon. Now, the best way that I found to do the label is to take your glue dots, and I'm going to put my ribbon, the front of my ribbon. Now, you can color both sides, but I don't see a need to. You're not going to see the side of the ribbon. There's a little bit that didn't get dyed. I'm going to put my glue dots on the front of my ribbon. I'm going to put one right there. Come here. And I'm going to put another one right here. So now I've got my ribbon. Oh, that one might be a little close to the end. We'll see. I'm going to bring in, nope, it's fine. I'm going to bring in my label, and I'm going to center that ribbon right under my label. Okay. Now, if you want to, you can put some tape on here, but you don't need to. Glue dots are very sturdy. They're very sticky. Usually don't have too many problems with them. And now I am going to grab some dimensionals, and we're going to put this, oops, where did it go? I'm like, where did it go? We're going to put dimensionals on here. And take a quick tool. Oops, come on, you little bugger. Do you guys talk to your stuff when you're making cards? I do that all the time. It's so weird. And then we're going to come in here, make sure everything is right side up. We've got everything in the right place. I'm just going to set this right down here. And of course, we need to embellish. And you can use any of the colors. I wouldn't use the orange, but you could use the white. You can use the blue, whatever you would like, whatever makes you happy. And we're going to add some embellishments. And I'm going to put like maybe a big one right up here. And how about a small one right here and another big one? I always do odd numbers. If you want to put more on, do 5 or more. Use them up. Use them up. You can always get more. All right, guys, here's our beautiful card. This was your Make and Take number 6. I also, of course, have a matching envelope with the same host paper. And oh no, Chrissy made her mystery card the other night. Oh, you know, what was I going to show you guys last night? Is this my... Oh, I had a card that I made, and when I looked at the envelope, I decorated the flap. Oh, here it is right here. I decorated the flap of the envelope. It was stamped for a Christmas card, and I didn't know it. So, kind of same thing, right? Okay, here we go. Let's take a look at all of these. This is your card number 4, Make and Take number 4. Okay. This is Make and Take number 5, this pretty fun fold. And this is Make and Take number, let's see if I can get my finger in there, number 6. My goodness. Again, envelopes are not included in with the make and take packet, but I know you guys have envelopes. So make sure you're decorating your envelopes, because when somebody gets this in the mailbox, they're like, whoa, I can't even wait to open this card. What did my beautiful niece or my beautiful grandma or my beautiful aunt send me? So a little bit of happiness when they open up that mailbox. It's a good thing, right? A good thing. Okay. Wanted to remind you guys, if you are not a member of the Stamp Happy Academy, I'm going to do a shameless plug for this. Basic membership is only $19.95. Barb, Dina, and I add 4 online classes every single month. I think Barb counted there's 98 online classes available in the Stamp Happy Academy website. Plus, you would have gotten this catalog kickoff for free, which is fantastic. Lots of benefits. We do, with a premium membership, you also get 3 live classes every single month, plus all of this. Fantastic value. If you're a stamper, you will absolutely love the Stamp Happy Academy. Get yourself a membership. It is the best gift you can give yourself. Don't forget, make and take packets are still available. The link to find those are on the featured tab in the Facebook group. Go down the schedule. It's right in the beginning. You can order from your demonstrator, Barb, Dina, or me, make and take packets. And I know that I am starting to run low on the make and take packets. I watch my registration. I get to a certain number, and then I add a few and I set a number. I am almost completely sold out. So if you would like to get, I'm sure that Dina and Barb are also very close to being sold out. If not, but please order the make and take packets. They come with $30 in Stampin' Up! Product, over $30 in Stampin' Up! Product. You'll have lots left over to make your own creations with. Plus, you get 9 pre-cut cards, and it's a fantastic deal. We do the work for you for the most part, right? Okay, I'm going to let you guys go. I have to go get my hair cut. I hear my wonderful husband just came back, so I'm hoping maybe he has some news about that heated seat that I'm such a spoiled brat about. Thank you guys so much for joining me. By the way, Barb will be live tomorrow at, let me see, 11 a.m. Central, so whatever that is in your time zone. She's going to be bringing you the last 3 make and take cards for the make and take pack. And then I will be live again on the 12th, which is Thursday. There's going to be a gallery upload. I am going to be loading 15 fabulous cards to the album on the Facebook group. You're going to go to Media tab, then click on Albums. That's where you're going to find pictures of these make and take cards. Plus, you're going to find a new album there tomorrow. It's not there yet, but tomorrow there will be a gallery album where I'm going to upload 15 fabulous, fabulous cards using Spring Mini Catalog products. So if you guys have any questions, if you have any trouble navigating on our Facebook website or Facebook page, please don't hesitate to contact us right away. We do not want you struggling with anything. And let's be real, we didn't know how to use all this stuff when we first started either. So if you're new to the platform, please don't hesitate to reach out to your demonstrator, and they will be happy to help guide you so you have a wonderful experience. Have a great Monday, everybody. Bye-bye.